Hey YouTube, what's good? It's HeyXay. Thanks for watching. I wanted to make this video because on my video I made addressing Dominic's concerns about passing and acceptance and his transition period. I received a comment from someone on that video saying, Xavier, I just encountered someone who asked me how I feel about who I am and I couldn't answer them. Then they proceeded to tell me that there might be something wrong with me, which is why I am having so much confusion about myself. This has given me lots of anxiety. What advice can you give? This is by Ryan Lawson. Hey Ryan, thanks for watching and thanks for commenting and asking your question because now you are the topic of another video. Ryan, you make me want to go off on a tangent about the topic, and I hope you find it relevant because I'm just going to go off here. First of all, I want to talk about confusion. Now, I just received two great quotes just this morning from someone that I think might be relevant to the situation, so I'm going to try and hurry up and read over them to see if it may or may not be. But confusion isn't necessarily something we need to be afraid of or something we need to be afraid to admit, because we've all of us have been confused about something inside ourselves at one point or another, and it's not going to stop because confusion is a part of growing. Confusion is one of those things that makes us ask questions so that we find the answer and then we will know. Confusion isn't something to be so afraid of. Confusion isn't something to demonize. Confusion is very natural. As we learn, as we did when we were children. When we were children, we were confused about every fucking thing. And so, but we had we didn't know anything, and so we were curious and we went out to learn. We weren't afraid to learn. We were very excited to learn. What's this color? What's that sound? What's this taste? What's that smell? It was always a search to find out more about what the source of our confusion was. But now it seems as you get older, there seems to be this idea instilled in us that as you age, you just know everything. Man, that is the biggest fucking lie ever. No one knows everything, and if he thinks he knows everything, I can tell you he probably don't know shit. You know, he or she or they, whomever. And the fact of the matter is, really, we all go through phases, and a phase is another thing that we tend to be afraid of in our society, to admit that, well, I felt that way in the past and I don't feel the same way now. And I want to say that if you have not gone through a phase, or if you have not gone through stages of change, that might mean something more. It's a little questionable, but everyone's different, so I can't say. I just know personally I go through a lot of phases. I go through a lot of changes. I go through a lot of different modes of thought and modes of feeling and believing and expressing myself, and that is quite alright. You know, the reason I go through so many phases is because I'm not afraid to allow myself to experience myself in these ways. I'm not afraid to be confused. Although during the moment it's happening, it's a little scary, but it's not something to be afraid of. Confusion is normal. So let me see if I can find a quote that might be relevant to this. No, sorry, I don't have anything in my quote book that's relevant, but I just remember hearing something today that might have been fitting, and I can't recall it at the moment because I've been up for a long time. But look, I guess this is going to be a short video, straight to the point. Look, Ryan, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any of us. We are just all on our way to perfecting our crafts, perfecting who it is that we are, or at least perfecting our expression of it, the free flowing of it. So it's perfectly normal to not know, to not have an answer. I don't know why people assume we should have an answer. It's like you walk up to a tree and you say, "Tell me, what are you?" And the tree, just being a tree, doing as a tree does, is like, "Well, I'm myself. What do you want me to explain to you? What are you looking for?" You know, so you don't have to always have a way to vocalize and put to words the essence that you are. It's okay to just be that and not have to explain yourself, because I think it's just this modern day creation where people expect you to name yourself based on someone else's idea, someone else's creation of what your gender is and what your expression of your gender is. I think that's just totally, it's just something that's completely irrelevant, but it's become one of the things we're so wrapped around these days. So Ryan, don't become anxious. There's no reason to expend so much energy that could be used for other things in a much more useful way than worrying about, whoa, am I confused? Am I confused? Am I confused? Are you confused? Then be confused. And I hope in this confusion you find your answer. So Ryan, thank you for leaving your question. I would like to talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Peace.